Welcome back to Autocrafters. Today we're diving deep into one of the most talked about revivals in Ford's modern history, the 2026 Ford F-100. This truck is more than just a vehicle, it's a symbol of how heritage meets the future. Ford has brought back the iconic F-100 nameplate, blending classic American design with cutting-edge electric technology. Buckle up, because the 2026 F-100 is not just another EV truck, it's a nostalgic powerhouse reimagined for a new generation. The front fascia pays tribute to the classic round headlamps but reinterprets them with LED matrix lighting and a glowing Ford emblem integrated into the grille. It's nostalgic but futuristic, something you'd expect to see in a high-end concept vehicle, yet this one's on the road. The grille itself is a solid aerodynamically optimized panel, since it doesn't need traditional airflow like a combustion engine. Ford's designers took this opportunity to give it a seamless look with subtle contours that reflect both strength and elegance. Moving to the side profile, the F-100 retains that upright, commanding stance that old-school truck lovers crave. You'll notice muscular fenders, squared off wheel arches, and clean body lines that emphasize durability. It sits on 20 or 22-inch alloy wheels depending on the trim, and features a clever charging port disguised behind the classic fuel cap location, a small nod to its heritage. At the rear, the F-100's tailgate design integrates a retro Ford embossed logo illuminated subtly at night. The LED taillights are vertical just like the originals, but now feature a sleek digital animation when locking or unlocking the vehicle. Step inside the 2026 Ford F-100 and you're greeted with one of the most unique cabins in the electric truck segment. The interior perfectly marries classic simplicity with ultra-modern technology. The dashboard layout takes direct inspiration from the 1970s F-100, featuring a horizontal structure and circular air vents reminiscent of analog gauges. However, instead of old dials, you now have a 14.5-inch central touchscreen powered by C5, Ford's latest infotainment interface. It's faster, cleaner, and supports full over-the-air updates. Behind the steering wheel is a 12-inch digital cluster customizable to display everything from speed and range to off-road telemetry and towing data. Ford even included a special classic mode that transforms the digital cluster into vintage-style analog dials, complete with the F-100 logo glowing softly in amber light. The materials are equally impressive. You'll find sustainable leather alternatives, brushed aluminum trim, and natural wood inserts that pay homage to the original F-Series craftsmanship. The seats are plush and supportive, featuring contrast stitching that mimics the old-school bench patterns but with modern ergonomic comfort and massaging features. Under the hood, or more accurately under the floor, lies a dual-motor all-wheel drive setup producing around 480 horsepower and 775 lb-ft of instant torque. That's enough to launch the F-100 from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 4.2 seconds, making it quicker than most modern sports sedans. Ford offers two battery configurations: a standard 98 kilowatt-hour pack, good for about 300 miles of range; an extended 131 kilowatt-hour version, pushing range up to nearly 370 miles on a full charge. Charging is equally impressive, with DC fast charging capability up to 350 kilowatts, meaning you can go from 15% to 80% in around 25 minutes. But power is only half the story. Ford has tuned the F-100 suspension and steering to deliver an engaging yet smooth ride. The adaptive air suspension automatically lowers at highway speeds for aerodynamics and raises when off-roading. Speaking of which, this isn't just a city cruiser, it's a real truck. With up to 10 inches of ground clearance, locking differentials, and a terrain management system, the F-100 is perfectly capable on dirt trails and rugged paths. It also offers up to 10,000 pounds of towing capacity and 2,000 pounds of payload, proving that despite its electric nature, it hasn't forgotten its working-class roots. Whether you're towing, off-roading, or just enjoying silent acceleration, the F-100 delivers a pure, powerful, and nostalgic driving experience unlike anything else on the road. So what does it feel like to drive the 2026 Ford F-100? In a word, incredible. The instant torque from the electric motors gives you a feeling of unstoppable momentum. Tap the accelerator and the truck surges forward effortlessly, yet its whisper quiet, a surreal experience for anyone used to the growl of V8s. The steering is light but precise, the suspension smooths out rough patches with ease, and the regenerative braking feels natural, allowing for nearly one-pedal driving. Ford's engineers paid special attention to the weight distribution and center of gravity thanks to the battery placement. The result is a truck that feels planted, balanced, and surprisingly agile for its size. Even more impressive, Ford included an optional heritage sound mode, a synthetic audio system that mimics the sound of a classic F-100 V8 engine. It's not just sound, it changes dynamically with throttle input, giving nostalgic drivers a smile every time they accelerate. So whether you're a classic F-Series fan or a modern EV enthusiast, the 2026 Ford F F-100 offers something truly special, the heart of a legend reborn for the future. That wraps up our in-depth review of the 2026 Ford F-100. What do you think of Ford's modern take on a timeless icon? Would you choose this over the F-150 Lightning or Rivian R1T? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to Autocrafters, and ring the bell icon so you never miss out on our next deep dive into the world of cars that define the future.